Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is my COD 4 Remastered veteran walkthrough. This is the 5th mission and it is called Hunted. I'm going to save the farmer because you get an achievement for doing it, but my notifications aren't on, so you're not going to see the achievements pop. I was very tempted to leave them on, even though I think they make the video look worse, because at the end of the missions, when you do a cluster of them, it says complete X mission on veteran. And undoubtedly, because this is a walkthrough and I am making this game look very simple, there will be people who doubt the difficulty. So having those kind of assets that pop up can be very helpful to silence those ignorant masses. But I don't care too much because I know what difficulty this was on because I played it. And I know that I'm not some kind of, prepubescent guy who's looking for some kind of affirmation from other people on the internet by lying about what he's doing and trying to oppress strangers, because I actually have quite a bedrock of confidence by living my life the way I've chosen to do so, and I don't really care what strangers think, it doesn't bother me. I don't need it to feel like I'm validated. I actually have a pair of balls and I'm fine with who I am. But this is a pretty cool level. I've liked this level since I very first played it. And the best part about this is not only do we get to see the premiere of another multiplayer map known as Downpour, but the helicopter doesn't know this isn't veteran. And I kind of love that and hated it at the same time. Because when you have to get into the barn to shoot down the chopper, it's just like COD 4, guys. So take a shot of water this time, just to soften that buzz. That helicopter was not told that this campaign is meant to be easier, because he kills you so fast from ridiculous angles, it's kind of beautiful. And it's a nice reminder of the hell that this game used to be. Because everybody else is just having a bad day, but that helicopter, oh yes, he knows what he's doing. And boy does he make getting out of that weird garden into that barn, is it? I think it's a barn. It makes it an absolute nightmare. And I died there maybe 10 to 15 times, and it felt like a proper Call of Duty checkpoint where I was running forward dead, 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 like the legitimate COD experience as I try and shoot one of my own teammates. But the mission is not so bad outside of that one specific section. There's a couple of dogs that are going to come for you. There's an achievement for knifing the dogs, but knifing the dogs is kind of a work of art, and then if the dog gets on you, do not mash B. Mashing B will make you fail the quick time. You have to wait for B to light up and then press it, and it's kind of quick. So if you're not on your toes, they can kill you, the dogs, and if you fuck it up, they'll just rip your throat out. There's me. Do you see how long the flashbang lasted? Flashbangs in this game are brutal. Absolutely brutal. Grenades are too, but the flashbangs are the worst. There we go, stand in my way, dickhead. I might have been able to help if you weren't in the way. Is he behind the desk? Where is this guy? Here's me doing some jumping. I haven't been doing any drop shotting because I don't have the scumbaggery in me anymore, but it's really effective in COD 4, guys, if you want to get good at it with your old tactical layout. There's the mini Uzi. Don't see many of those. And we're moving into Downpour territory coming up, which it's essentially just a bunch of this level clipped together. So that's the 2-story. This is the back of the spawns. That's the fence you can jump through. There's going to be 2 dogs that come that way, so I throw a grenade at them because I'm a nasty man. And they don't die because they're actually pretty strong. So feel free to pepper them. I pick up a side MP5 because I love the MP5. I think it sounds really nice, even though I don't think the sound sounds exactly the same. I think it sounds a little bit flatter in this game. But it still sounds very similar to it, which is good. It's got a lot of kick as well. The recoil on this gun, it always had recoil, which made using it a little bit interesting. But I don't remember it being so vertical. Once again, I haven't played enough of the original Call of Duty 4 to talk too much about the difference in the gun's recoil and things. I hope they've recreated it similarly. Ooh, watch this. That was an NPC that did that, by the way. It was an enemy CPU. This is back when the computer actually flashed you, which I think is something that these games are missing. I love the idea that the computer can use tacticals. Look how long I was blinded for. If they'd have rushed me, then I was dead. But they would need some way to tell you what's happening so it doesn't feel unfair. Because if you throw a flashbang and you turn away, you don't get blinded. It's a wonderful mechanic. It's really clever and it's cool. I'd love to see more implementation of that. There's no mounted machine gun up here on the campaign. Because this is Downpour, folks, if you've never played it. This is the map where it's raining. just to cue into the title. Here's a couple of guys who aren't shooting me on Veteran. How does this work? I don't know. It makes no sense. And they're all sitting in Kane and Lynch cover, so we can gladly put a bullet in their skull and wallbang them if need be, and there's a checkpoint. So hop over the balcony and push forward. So let's talk about some of the other changes that they've made then. So the AK-74U, if you put an attachment on it, I forget what it was. It might have been a suppressor, it might be any attachment. I wasn't too sure about the AK-74 because I didn't use it that much when I played this game, even though it's an amazing gun. I believe if you put an attachment on that submachine gun, it gets assault rifle hipfire. And it changes the properties of the gun in a lot of ways. And it's one of those things where they never fixed it. They didn't change that. But they fixed the M60. I think it's the M60 where if you put a red dot on it, or I know it's an ACOG, sorry. If you put an ACOG on the M60, it's a one bullet kill from any distance on any part of the body. They fixed that, but they didn't fix the other ones. I find that really baffling. Like, they didn't address the range on the grenades, because everybody apparently hates the grenades in COD 4. I love them. I thought they were hilarious. It's one of those things where when I got triple frag, I used to just set nade a bunch of places at the beginning of my spawn, and then I would run in and shoot people, and that's what I would do every single time. And every time you killed me, you just gave me an opportunity to throw more nuclear bombs, and I used to really, really enjoy doing that. And don't get me wrong, is it dirty? Definitely. But that's what triple frags was for. It's in the game. You know, you either tone it down or you address it. Never bitched at those people that use Juggernaut, even though it takes an extra, it like nullifies the M16 and, you know, takes a whole bunch of effort to shoot them. I wasn't one of those people that ran around with, was it the P90 that you could do? P90 suppressor jug? Because the P90 was fired really quickly and did a lot of damage that you could just murder people and you could have jug for the extra hits. Like, I just kind of played COD 4 at face value. Didn't mind Last Stand, didn't mind Martyrdom so much. Certain things bugged me every so often, but you know, you just kind of went with it. Nowadays, can you think of a single COD where people don't complain about everything that's fucking in it? Like, Cold Blooded is in this, but you never saw people use it because they had to give up stopping power or jug, and no bugger did that. So you never had to worry about people not being on the map, even though I think you should have used it because it had really, really good uses. Like, I think one of my only gripes with this game once I got a headset was that Dead Silence is so late in the progression. It makes not prestiging kind of valuable. But this is the tough part, going through these greenhouses. So right now, clear out as many enemies as you can, use the cover intelligently, and then push forward into this area. And when you get into this next zone, wherever your checkpoint is going to be where you're running from to push the next area. And the next area is tough. But it's only tough because of the chopper. The chopper kills you instantly. And it flies around, and if it can see you, and oftentimes it can, it puts you down immediately. And it does that wonderful brrr, like brup of bullets, and you're dead. And it killed me a lot of times, so this was the only part so far that felt like Veteran. And right now he seems to just be using the spotlight, so I try shooting at him to see if I can get hit markers, but I don't think you can. Later on, you can shoot his pilot and you can kill him and he falls out of the thing, but then he respawns, which is fucking stupid, and he respawns in like 10 seconds, so there's no point shooting at the guy who's shooting at you. It's just bad design, I think. But the checkpoint is coming up here, guys. Once I thin a few more numbers, there it is, there's the checkpoint, and this is when shit gets crazy. So I push over here, I spray him down, I chuck a grenade at the people spawning out the front of the barn, I hit behind just here, in front of the truck, get a reload, get my life back, prep a grenade, prep a second grenade, prep a third grenade, and then run to the next van. The chopper's going to be backing up, but look at him, melting me instantly. That guy didn't finish me off. This isn't COD 4, take a shot. And then I'm going to wait to see what's going on, and as soon as the chopper moves behind the building, I'm rushing towards the barn. So I move towards the right-hand side, hoping I can get past this fence, but I don't think you can. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bide my time here, I'm going to use my moment, and I'm going to rush into the barn and go underneath it, away from damage, to hopefully get a checkpoint. And then I'm going to proceed to try and wallbang people through the floor, because it's wood, and every bullet goes through. Really, really effective and really safe. There's 2 people up there as well. Hopefully your team will get them. If they don't, you'll hit them with some of your fleeting bullets. And as soon as Gaz talks, we're done. So if you listen... Come on, Gaz. There it was. That means that you have to pick up the Stinger in the middle, and you have to shoot at this helicopter twice. So the Stinger's going to beep and tell you when it's ready to fire. I'm not going to listen to those beeps because I didn't have any volume on. So if you listen, now I can fire it and it'll hit. Fire 2 of these and you will down the chopper. But I was watching Rocky 2 when I was recording this, which is just how intensive I had to pay attention to this game, because it's not hard. You know, they ruined it. This game normally would take complete attention. Now I can play it while watching Rocky 2 at the side of me. And I was rather enjoying my film, and I couldn't hear this, so I look at this for ages, and then I finally fire, and he uses his flares, so you have to go and get another one, and then finish it off. So do not wait like a fool like I'm doing. That's just because I couldn't hear the audio cue. So running here, you can almost always get murdered running back into the barn, so be very careful. That helicopter, nobody told him that this isn't veteran, and he's coming in here with proper veteran mentality and stripping us as he should. But he's going to do the same thing again. He's going to fly around the back of the barn, and then we're going to shoot him as he comes around this side. So wait for it. Fire. Fire, Chris. Fire now. There we go. You're going to see the hit marker. There it was. And that is the end of the mission, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.